Welcome back, everyone. In today's report, we focus on the ongoing court case linked to the Nasser attack. One of the accused person, businessman, Mampal Dhuor, has made a request before the special court. Is asking for the return of money, vehicles, and other personal belongings that he said were taken from him during his arrest. This case continued to attract national attention because it also involved several high-profile figures, including suspended first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar. The accused individuals are facing serious charges connected to the March 2025 attack on military base in Nasser. Today we will look at what happened in court, what Mampal Dhuor told the judges, and what this development could mean as the trial moved forward. During a recent court session held in Juba, Mampal Dhuor appeared before the special court and spoke about events surrounding his arrest. According to his testimony, Mampal was arrested on the 5th of March 2025 while preparing to board a flight to Uganda. He says security officer stopped him and took several personal items that belonged to him. Speaking through a court interpreter, Mampal Dhuor listed the items that he said were seized during the arrest. According to him, these included his passport, a laptop, computer, 3 wristwatch, including one made of gold, cash in both United States dollar and South Sudanese pound, a gold necklace, touring, and a travel bag. He informed the court that these items had never been returned to him. Mampal Dhuor further argued that the seized property was not officially presented before the court as evidence. For that reason, he requested that the judges ordered the authorities to return everything that was taken from him. Addressing the court, he said that his detention had caused suffering not only for him but also for his family members. Mampal Dhuor explained that the period he spent in detention created financial and emotional hardship for those who depended on him. As a result, he appealed to the court to consider his request and ensure that his belongings were returned. Mampal Dhuor also rejected the accusation made against him by the prosecution. He described the claim against him as false and lacking evidence. He told the court that no witness from Nasser had appeared to testify that he was involved in the attack that took place there. According to his testimony, or according to his statement, he had not traveled to Nasser for several years. He maintained that he had no connection to the event that led to the charges currently before the court. His comment came after earlier testimony presented by a digital forensic expert during previous court sessions. The expert had claimed that confidential information related to the Nasser attack had been shared without authorization. However, Mampal Dhuor insists that the allegation did not reflect the truth. He continued to maintain his innocence throughout the proceeding. Let's look at the court response. Following the conclusion of this stage of testimony, the judges outlined the next step in the trial. The court announced that questioning involving Mampal Dhuor would continue during the next hearing session. In addition, another accused person in the same case was instructed to prepare for examination before the court. This indicates that the trial remains active and that the judicial process is continuing as scheduled. For many observers, Each court appearance provides new information about one of the most significant legal cases currently taking place in South Sudan. Dhuor is one of 8 individuals facing charges linked to the March 2025 attack on a military base in Nasser. The attack reportedly resulted in heavy casualties and the destruction of military equipment. Prosecutors alleged that army group involved in the incident carried out a coordinated action against government forces stationed in the area. The charges brought against the accused person are serious and include allegations such as treason, murder, terrorism, crime against humanity, and destruction of property. Among those named in the case is suspended First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar. The other accused individuals have also denied wrongdoing. As the trial progresses, the court will continue hearing testimony from witnesses and examining evidence presented by both the prosecution and the defense team. This trial has become an issue of national interest because of the position held by some of the people involved. Many South Sudanese citizens are following development closely to understand how the legal system will address the allegation before it. For supporters of the accused, the focus remains on ensuring that every individual receives a fair hearing and that judgment are based on credible evidence. Others emphasize the importance of accountability and justice for those affected by the violence in Nasser. Regardless of different opinion, many people agree that due process is an important part of any judicial system. The court proceedings are expected to continue in the coming days. As more testimonies are heard, additional detail may emerge that could influence the direction of the case. In conclusion, the request by Dhuor for the return of his personal belongings has added another dimension to an already complex legal process. While he continues to deny all accusations against him, the court must now determine the fact based on the evidence presented before it. The coming hearings are likely to attract even more public attention as additional accused persons take the stand. At Changfied News, we will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as they become available. What are your thoughts on this development? Do you believe the court should order the return of the seized item if they were not presented as evidence? Share your view respectfully in the comment section below. If you found this report informative, please like this video, subscribe to Changfied YouTube channel, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's meet on the next video.